Today I'm going to look at synthetic web slings and what to look for in an inspection. I have two types of web slings. There is a standard web sling with an eye on each end, and there is a continuous round web sling. We'll start with the standard web sling and its tag. So I'm just going to show a close-up of the tag. A sling tag can provide the end user with a wealth of information, including the name or trademark of the manufacturer, manufacturer's code or stock number, material of the sling, working load limit, rated load for at least one hitch type, and the angle upon which it's based. Each sling will have an individual identification number or serial number. Once I'm satisfied that all the markings are there, I will start with one eye. I will use my hands and fingers to find if I have any cuttings or crushings. Is there hard plastic surfaces that might indicate melting or charring? Is there any discoloration from the sun, UV, or heat damage? I will open up the throat. I take a look inside the throat. Checking, is there any broken stitching or any other damage like cuts, crushing, pinching, broken, torn, snagged fibers? Check the face and back of the eye. I will work my way right down the sling, quickly rotate, inspect, looking left and right, back and forth, come down the sling, look at the end of the splice, looking for damage. Roll, roll. Continue on to the next splice and work my way right back up to the other eye. I will open that eye up, touch underneath and see if I can feel any damage, any crushed areas, cuts or heat damage, etc., or any potential chemical damage, and look in the throat. This sling looks like it's in good order and ready to use. So I will move on to the damaged web sling to help put a visual on some of the inspection criteria. You will notice that there is a significant abrasion right along the body surface and a little bit of peeling of the fibers. Discoloration can be seen from UV ultraviolet, causing rate degradation. All these findings would be the reason that you would remove this sling from service. I don't have an example for every sling type that I'm going to talk about today, but this one is a great case study. It's important to be very careful about using damaged slings of all types because the breaking strength reduces and of course the working load stays the same. And with a little bit of dynamic loading, a sling could tear apart. It's important to be very careful of what's done with the damaged sling and to respond quickly. When you see damage, take the sling out of service. Now I'm going to talk about synthetic round slings. So I'm just going to show a close-up of the tag and the identification requirements. These round slings are polyester. There are other types of round slings on the market that have higher grade fibers, which are stronger and have high performance. But the standard everyday round slings that are used are typically polyester. It's important to know what your sling is made from. For example, if you're working in a facility that has chemicals, there could be a chemical reaction with the polyester sling, etc. So as you can see from the tag, you have a rated capacity, name of manufacturer, the serial number for the sling, and normally they will have its length along with the stock code. The tag looks to be in good shape. This will be like our other sling type inspections, but we're going to take a closer look at the internal area for the sling. I'm going to feel down through the sling and I want to feel a continuous bundle of fibers all the way through the body of the sling. Internally, it is this continuous bundle of fibers that make up the strength and the body of the round sling. You might feel a little knot where the fibers are tied from the beginning to the end, or some packaging tape where they've gathered the fibers together. Don't worry about that, this is all normal. I will continue on and feel all the way down and look at the sling, and I'm going to turn it, rotate it, drag and pull the sling through my fingers. I'm trying to see if I can feel any hard plasticized area that might be heat damaged or other chemical damage. I'm looking for any separation in the cover, like torn or cut cover, exposing the core fibers inside. Unlike the other flat web sling, you can get away with a little bit of UV damage on a round sling, as the main strength of the sling is internal. I will continue to look for cut or broken fibers inside, and also looking for a cut cover to expose internal fibers. Other items that may be discovered are illegible marking, chemical damage, heat damage, all these things that would result in the sling being removed from service. Sometimes slings get used with such force and it's like they've been melted in a position and you hear them crackle as you open them up. If you do come across that, you would have to suspect heat damage inside that sling. So that sling needs to be removed from service. So there you go. That's a general look at synthetic web slings and their inspections.